always on time. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to tonight's stream. Are we live? Are we going here? Let me see. Let me refresh the page. If it's working, welcome to tonight's rebuilding franchise live stream with the Detroit Lions, as we are going to be going through the off-season tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. This is the new streaming series that I've been doing here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to tonight's be a good time. We've done 2 streams so far, and I think it's been fun. Are we live? Are we going here? And I think I've attacked it the right way, and I'm excited to see. Let me refresh the page. If it's working, welcome to tonight's rebuilding franchise live stream with the Detroit Lions early tonight, as we are going to be going through the off-season tonight. And I'm looking forward to it. This is the new streaming series that I've been doing here. It's going to be an interesting time because I have this off-season time. We've done 2 streams so far, and I think it's been fun. Live, a new off-season for the Vikings franchise here. Let me see. Let me refresh the page. If it's working, welcome to tonight's rebuilding franchise live stream with the Detroit Lions tonight. Very familiar with the off-season. We're going through the off-season tonight. And I go, oh man, yeah. I see why there was an echo. I had to refresh the page so this video player would load, and then the echo. That's going to be great on the playback. People are definitely going to not click off the video at that point. That's the wonders of going live here. Thank you for the heads up, everybody. Well, we're good to go now, I think. So we are going to... Was there 3 Canes? There better not be any more. Are there any more of me? It's got to be good now. It's got to be good. It stopped. Okay. The chat. Thank you. It fixed it. Normally I'm very good about about eliminating the echo, but when you refresh a page, it auto plays audio, so you don't got to click the audio button. So anyway, the first few minutes of any live stream are complete garbage. I wish I could chop off the first 3 minutes here, but you know what? There's not a whole lot I can do. So if you're watching on YouTube on the playback, not live, sorry. But we should be good now. I hope. Maybe not. Alright, what do we want to do first? We're in the Pro Bowl week right now. And we are going to be simming past... Actually, we're not even to the Pro Bowl yet. We're about to be at the Pro Bowl. We're going to go hang out in, where is the Pro Bowl these days? Miami? Did we have any... I feel like I checked this. Did I not check this last time? No, this doesn't look familiar. Do we have any Pro Bowlers on our Detroit Lions team? I mean, Golden Tate seemed to have a good year for us, but he didn't make it. I'm not sure we're going to have a single one unless maybe Darius Slay makes it. There are a lot of corners that can be part of the Pro Bowl. And he did not make it. So, no Pro Bowlers. What was it? How many wins? Not a ton, obviously, with Matt Stafford only playing 1 game and change. 5-11, last place year for us. We're going to be picking in the top 10. So we have some decisions to make regarding this roster heading into the second season. New idea. When something is wrong with the stream, we should say ponder. That is something you could do. However, what you could also do is just tell me what's wrong, because otherwise I'll be panicking trying to figure it out. Ansa? Okay, I missed Ansa. So that's why the chat's here. It's to catch things that I missed. That is the prime reason for the chat. I miss stuff all the time. So the scouting here hasn't been all that exciting. It's been a really rough draft class to scout. And I feel like that's just kind of how Madden 17 is. I think the draft classes are weak when it comes to just overall talent. And I think that there might be only like between 100 and 125 players that are really worth looking at per class. And that might be pushing it. Just trying to think, because there are 7 rounds, over 30 picks per round. So I feel like almost half of them are kind of throwaway. A lot of C+s, a lot of B-minuses. Kind of just a lot of mediocre talent. That's not bad for a 5th rounder right there with Sean Komar. Look for some gems in the late rounds. That's basically what I can do right now. There's not much else that I want to look at. I scout the early stuff, and I just try to put off the late ones as long as possible. Unless it's like a D lineman. I like scouting like the day 3 D linemen because they can usually be pretty good. But like offensive linemen, corners, they tend to be really bad. But you will find good ones now and then, like Larry Wilbur. Good example of that in my Chargers franchise. C+ power move, that's all right. If you got a good bench press, then I might be interested there, Thomas Whitehurst. What sliders do you use in your MLB franchise? Default All-Star. I don't use sliders in MLB. A lot of people ask me about that. Like, does my gameplay look like something that you're trying to replicate? Because I just kind of play on All-Star, no guess pitch, none of that mess. I like old school gaming baseball, basically. Not super old school. I didn't play the Ken Griffey Jr. game. I'm not that old. But I like just hitting X to hit and timing it up. I don't want to have to use the plate indicator and guess the pitch for a boost if I guess right. Like, it's really not what I'm into. Let's sim to the offseason, everybody. We kind of got a glimpse of this team, how they went last season. And not a whole lot to really dwell on. It was a tough season for us. 5 wins. Had to play Johnny Manziel and Dan Orlovsky all year because Stafford tore his Achilles and won't be back for a while. But we got to get some secondary. We got to fix some things on this team. Manziel's coming back to play in the new summer league we're going to get going here. I wish the NFL had like an off-season league. I'd love if the NFL had a minor league system. I would get so far into that minor league system. So we have to, I want to see you win the Super Bowl first and foremost. Do you know your Madden 18 franchise team yet? I don't know 100% right now. I will say I'm leaning toward going back to the NFC after back-to-back seasons now in the AFC. I love NFC football right now. It's so competitive and there are so many good teams. Whereas AFC, I honestly think it's kind of a boring conference. So I'd like to get back to the NFC. Because what do you got in the AFC right now? You got the Raiders on the rise. You got the Patriots always on top. You have the Texans, which will be more interesting this year, I think. I mean, the Steelers, obviously, awesome offense. But I just think that the competition in the NFC is a lot more fun. I've always been an NFC guy, though. Surprise, surprise. I think my mint went away. I was enjoying that. Who won the game? Who won the Super Bowl? That has got to be the greatest Super Bowl I've ever seen until next year, of course. Who won it? Congratulate the winners. Why don't we go to draft stories? We'll figure out the Super Bowl soon. So, Matt Rideau wins College All-Star Game MVP. Let me write that down. Matt Rideau, running back, Senior Bowl MVP. Was a pleasure coaching Matt Rideau at the All-Star Game. You coached him? I thought that was supposed to be bad team stabs. Sewell is on his way down the board, my latest mock. Boys behaving badly. Rumors swirl as Carol Sewell misses another curfew. I didn't know they had stories like that in here. So I want to see if he's good and maybe I can snag him around later. Apparently this great Super Bowl, though, like, I don't even know who played it. I forget who played in it. I saw someone say the Packers won it. No! They beat Pittsburgh? We can't let this happen. 1 touchdown from Raj. I don't like the nickname. Eddie Lacy, 2 touchdowns. Le'Veon Bell scored 1. Big day for Jordy. Sammy Coates, though, doing his part. So is Antonio Brown. Jeff Janis, 50 yards. Alrighty, so our rivals, the Packers, are the defending Super Bowl champions as we head into Season 2. Yeah, the Vikings went 15-1 and the Packers won the Super Bowl. You know, they got to throw jabs at me in here too. So we got re-signing right now. And let's go through the roster and just take a look at what we're working with as far as what's in place and what do we have to get. We got Matt Stafford, who's going to be entering the final year of his contract, and that does somewhat worry me. Do we want to give him like $25 million a year, whatever it's going to cost? I mean, it's hard to find quarterbacks at times, but who knows? Maybe we could draft somebody this year as insurance, at least in like the third round. Running back, I'm not going to call a high priority. It wouldn't be like a bad position to address at some point, but we have some young players I like. Plus, we just have other holes to fix, and upgrading running back isn't going to move the needle as far as, say, secondary. So, receiver, we could use another. Tate and Jones are good, but I don't have a third guy that I really like that much. At tight end, Eric Ebron, what's the catching these days? You can work with that. He's not going to get a ton better, I think. He's only 24 right now. He must have been like a 20-year-old rookie then. Because that was the same draft as Odell Beckham. So 3 years in the league. Now this would be, maybe I thought he was a little bit older. I think I keep getting him mixed up with Brandon Pettigrew because he was supposed to be really good. So, awareness is fun. I want to upgrade catching. That's always been his big weakness. And I'll upgrade route running a bit. But yeah, remember Pettigrew was supposed to be a big deal for them, and then they drafted Eric Ebron, and I thought he was going to have a monstrous rookie season. I thought he might even be Rookie of the Year because teams would be paying so much attention to Calvin Johnson, and he'd just get so much isolation and just shred the middle of defenses, and that never really happened. All right. When it comes to the offensive line, Taylor Decker, we're obviously going to build around him. Laken Tomlinson, I like to build around him, but I don't think we can with those kind of ratings. So guard could be a need. Travis Swanson, kind of, average to above average, but he's good in the right areas, pass blocking. Larry Warford, 84 overall. We can work with that. Maybe gets a couple more years to develop. Riley Reef, probably not going to prioritize at all. I would like to get a pass rusher for sure. I want to address defensive tackle, get someone next to Ashawn Robinson. At linebacker, I could address any of these positions. DeAndre Levy is 30 and nobody else is like a high quality starter. Although I would like to keep working with Tahir Whitehead. I would like that. Right outside backer, DeAndre Levy. At cornerback, we got to get help. We could use probably a couple to complement Darius Slay. At safety, I think we could address maybe both positions at some point. Glover Quinn, 84 speed, 78 zone, not going to scare anybody with those ratings. At strong, you got Tavon Wilson. We're talking 86 speed, 72 zone. We don't have a coverage safety, really. So, it gives you an idea of our needs right there. So why don't we go into re-signing here? We do have a great deal of funds to spend. Warford is a free agent. I want to keep him. Kerry Hyder. Consider it, but not at that price. He's one of those players where if you let him hit the market, you'll likely get him a lot cheaper because no one's going to get into a bidding war for a 78 overall defensive end without a dominant trait. At least I don't think so. So I bet you I could get him at like $2-3 million a year on the open market, just not now. Kane, did you watch the NBA Finals, and what's your opinion on Durant? A couple things to unpack here. Thank you to whoever said I could use Watch ESPN to watch it because I don't have ABC through PlayStation View for some reason. I guess it's not included. But I was able to use Watch ESPN with it anyway. So I was able to catch some of game 4. I'm like, oh, I'm going to tune in, watch the Warriors get this sweep. And then LeBron hits that 3 and he knew it was over. They're up 19. I didn't watch last night. What's my thoughts on Durant? Well, I have his shoes from 7 years ago. I still got a pair of KDs. So he's all right. All right, Warford. I almost want to consider letting him test and try to get him cheaper, but he's just not the kind of player I want to miss out on. So I think at this price, it's a little steep. Little steep, but I don't want to have to replace him. You guys have seen in this game how hard it is to get quality offensive linemen. So I'm not going to fool around. We get Larry Warford. And Kerry Hyder. Once again, probably just going to let him test. He's got good finesse. But, I mean, I'm not going to give him almost $5 million a year yet. We have $30 million cap room, which really isn't that much. We have a lot of roster spots to fill at this point. Yeah, I'm not a huge basketball guy. I like the sport. Like, just watching the game, I like the sport. But I just don't really get into the league very much. Garrett Reynolds, I might have to pass on that one. Yeah, Riley Reef, withdraw all offers. He wants less than Kerry Hyder. That's crazy. Who do I actually want to keep on here? That might be an easier question. Maybe Will Redmond? Not at that price. I mean, you're going to get this $900K deal, though. That's exactly what he was hoping to get. Thank you, Will. Manziel. It was a great Manziel era with Detroit, but he's going to move on to a new team now. John Bostic. Wouldn't be like the worst depth linebacker, but, you know, I'm going to lowball him, and he's going to test free agency. I kind of wish this chat thing showed more messages than it does. I can see like 6 at a time. I know I'm missing stuff. What do you think of Latavius Murray? I wasn't like super stoked when the Vikings got him. He's a solid player, like his pass blocking. I mean, he's a good back. I could see this working out similar to when they brought in Chester Taylor, who was really versatile, wasn't like terrific in any area, but got the job done, and then they replaced them with a young back. This could be the repeat just 10 years later. Dalvin Cook and Latavius Murray. Although we haven't had... when Chester Taylor got to Minnesota, his first year that was really good. And there were a lot of people saying that there's no reason for them to go after a running back like Adrian Peterson because they had Chester. And obviously, they selected the right player. Terry Poole. I think I want to develop Terry Poole. Because you got the high 70s pass block, you got the low 80s impact. Terry Poole, I would like to develop Terry for 2 years. He should still be practice squad eligible. So I'm cool with that. Carl Davis. Yeah, you can develop him. You can surely develop him. He can be a 3-down player even at 320 pounds, potentially. Okay. Talk myself into it. But I mean, Terry, or Carl, I gotta offer you this. Yeah, Carl Davis sticking around. TJ Jones. He is a number 5 caliber receiver. Therefore, I'm gonna offer you number 5 caliber money. You're going to get this 1 year, $1 million contract, TJ. Testing. You can find a number 5 receiver. You know I want to draft a couple anyway. Jason Weaver. Good strength, impact block, though that's a deal breaker. You can't upgrade impact block enough when it's that low. Nick Vigil. Tackling is good. Block shedding's okay. Kind of a special teams caliber player. So, $900K. Yep. Dan Orlovsky, you are old. Jake Rudock. I mean, I'm sure Jim Harbaugh kindly asked us to have you on the roster, but no more. How about Backman? I'm not franchise tagging him. I'm not ready to negotiate quite yet. I didn't offer to him. Did I even withdraw? Does he just not want to negotiate? Devin Taylor. I just don't like that 66 strength. That 80 power moves. Yeah, that's cool. But I don't see Taylor as a player you can develop. And we're desperate for some developmental edge rusher talent. Clay Harbor. Not a great blocker or pass catcher. So I want to go another direction. He's 30. Got a super chat here from Nathan Grissom. Hi, Mr. Hurricane. I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan and I enjoy your Kalispell Dynasty series. Want to say thank you for being a YouTuber giving quality, excellent NCAA content. Thank you. I really enjoy that Kalispell Dynasty and that it's garnered such a great audience. It's more popular now than my Minnesota Dynasty was for most of its life cycle. So I love having a group of people that are excited about that game still and the series that I've been doing. So I appreciate it. Teddy Bridgewater or Bradford? If I'd take a healthy Teddy Bridgewater, especially given age, over Sam Bradford. I'm a big Teddy guy, and I can't say this for many players, but if the Vikings were to go with Sam Bradford long term and Teddy were to go somewhere else, I would still be a giant Teddy fan unless he became a Packer. So if Teddy decides going home to Miami one day, replacing Ryan Tannehill, then I guess I got to be a Teddy fan there. But I mean, I don't know. The Vikings are in this weird situation right now, and I'd rather ignore the situation than confront it head on because I don't like thinking about it. Stage 1, people. Complete. By the way, whoever's eating the pizza, someone tweeted me today saying they wanted to know what time the stream was because they were going to eat a pizza. Wipe the grease off your fingers, say hello. I hope you're enjoying your food. I mean, I'm assuming you're using your hands because I mean, I haven't known too many people in my life to eat pizza with a fork. So I guess we are at the free agent period. I want to see retirements quick. Not going to spend a lot of time here like I do in the Chargers. So Julius Peppers, D'Angelo Williams, James Harrison, John Kuhn, Luke McCown, Donald Penn, Sebastian Janikowski, Jonathan Babineau, Matt Schaub, Matt Bryant, Dwight Freeney, Tom Brady, Terrence Newman, Sean Hill, Devin Hester, Danny Woodhead, Antonio Gates, Steve Smith. I kind of wish there were some more surprise retirements. But I don't know. I like chaos in these games because real football is chaotic. I eat pizza with a wooden spoon. I wouldn't trust you. I eat pizza with chopsticks. You are a liar. I mean, it's possible if you cut it up into little bite-sized pieces. Eat it like sushi. I eat pizza with an ice cream scoop. I can get behind that. As a New Yorker, anyone who eats with a fork is considered a disgrace. Yeah. I don't trust people. It's a good litmus test, though. Someone eats pizza with a fork, you might as well, find someone else to talk to. Shane Vereen hits the open market. Mike Gillisley, the best running backs here. So best overall players we have are Martellus Bennett, which obviously going to be expensive and not worth the price when you consider the age. Cameron Brate. DJ Swearinger came a long way this year. Can I get a rating update? Okay. I'm not going to go for him because I don't think he's an upgrade over Glover Quinn. What do you think of the Royce Lewis pick? Well, I can't say I know a lot about the baseball draft and the prospects. I guess whenever I would read about like who the Twins are looking at, I assume they would go with Hunter Green. I mean, he was at Target Field for a workout. Seems to be this phenomenal high school player, and they drafted a player from high school in Royce Lewis. So I guess there's another element that I don't consider when I look at the baseball draft, which is money. And I'm not sure how it works exactly, but I would assume it's just that certain players command a lot of money, and if you only have so much budget and you want to spread it over a number of players, then you might not be able to take the top guy you want, because it's not like drafting in basketball or football with the way money in baseball works. So can we get a complimentary receiver? What if we could go get Josh Gordon? Huh? This would be fun. If we were to get Josh Gordon, we get another great receiver, a deep threat at 26 years old who's not commanding a ton of attention right now. I say we go for it. 3 years, $12.5 million. It's not a phenomenal offer, but there is no competition. I also got Taylor Gabriel out here, who's pretty good. Got very good ratings. A lot of that is from his late season boost with the Falcons. So we could definitely upgrade our offense there. Eugene Monroe. I'm not gonna like what I see in regards to offensive linemen here. I haven't all year when it comes to Madden. Wow, Kerry Hyder's gonna get what I said he couldn't get. We have teams throwing out 80-point bids on a 78 overall defensive end. I can't do it. Eric Walden, who was awesome in my Cowboys fantasy franchise. How about an area we actually need help? We need corner. And Morris Claiborne is going to get $10 million a year. It's about to happen. Free agency this year is not great. Not that exciting. So I'm not crazy about any of that. How about when it comes to quarterbacks? A player you can build around. Geno has slow development. Matt Barkley, slow development as well. Ryan Fitzpatrick, one more chance. So Willie Snead is the most sought-after receiver right now. We're in a good spot here because we have teams fighting over these three receivers, and they're just leaving Josh Gordon all for us. But wow, this is a really disappointing free agent class. So when it comes to DT or pass rusher, what can we do? Dominic Easley is going to be like a $6 million a year player, and I don't want to pay that. We have 22.3 in cap room right now, and I can't. I'd much rather go after Jordan Hill, who is kind of well, he's got good finesse. So I can't call him just a one-trick pony or something of that nature. Bengal, thank you for the super chat. I scored a 2 on the Wonderlic. Is that good? You know, it's not bad. That's what I'll say. A 2? That's a good score. So Jordan Hill, possibly. This Sly Williams. Sylvester Williams, slow development. I remember I thought the Vikings were going to draft him. I thought the Vikings were going to draft Sly Williams and Manti Te'o, and they ended up taking Sharif Floyd, Xavier Rhodes, and Cordero Patterson. It was like Christmas. That was the most fun draft day of my life. It felt like they won the Super Bowl that day. Which is what the closest they've come in my lifetime. Mike Martin. Chris Long. I like Chris Long, but he's not a player we can develop and try building around, sadly. How about Shalik Calhoun? Man, where is that player that's like a slam dunk that I can work with? I don't care what it costs. I just want to find that player. A lot of people saying Micah Hyde. I'll take a look at Micah Hyde. No promises when it comes to signing him. Demontre Moore. Might be a player that we can work with then. What about that linebacker? Christian Jones, 83 hit power. I want some more block shedding than that. Here is ex-Lion Justin Durant. This is going to have to be a good draft for us because this is just a terrible free agent class. I was a big Paul Dawson guy going into the draft. That one's not working great. So a lot of you were saying Micah Hyde. I mean, he needs coverage work, and we're talking about a corner with only 88 speed. I just don't see that as the improvement we need. I'd draft Marcus Calhoun all day. All day long. First round and everything. How about an older Jarius Byrd? This is just really bad. I wouldn't mind Jalen Watkins, but what is it going to take to beat an 83-point offer for a player that I want as a backup? I'm just going to sim this round. I can't find players I want to offer to. This is a sim franchise, although I do spectate some games. So we got Josh Gordon. So we have improved the offense at least. Golden Tate, Marvin Jones, Josh Gordon. And it didn't cost us a ton of money. But I want to make this defense better. We were like bottom 10 in almost everything last year. So when it comes to the draft here, now we get to look at the scouting combine. And I want to start actually putting players on the watch list because I always forget to do it during actual scouting. We got the strongest quarterback right here, Kendall Dantzler, 6'6", 226. Fabian Fleming. I like the short accuracy, medium accuracy combo there. Cameron Bromley. Not bad. Very athletic. In addition to having an arm that should be pretty good, but 24 years old. Joey Tollefson. Probably more of a third rounder to me. Griffin Staten, who was first round talent. Yeah. That's a good quarterback right there. Now, Matt Rideau here. Remember, he was the MVP. We're talking about A stiff arm, A- carrying, A- vision, but no standout combine grades. Everybody's saying move Micah Hyde to safety. I mean, his overall probably is higher there at safety, but I don't think it makes a huge difference. Man, Deshaun McDuffie has name of the century. I would get a Deshaun McDuffie jersey. Speedback from UCLA, runs 4.47 with crazy elusiveness and doesn't fumble a football. That's a good player right there. I want to see where Deshaun McDuffie goes. Corliss Wrightster, 4.640. But he should also be an elusive good back. How about corner? We need corner. And we got first round options. Cedric Womack will have low 80 ratings for us. That's okay. Dixon St. Clair. We could work with that. Diamond Carthen. 4.33. That's not a bad corner. A.J. Wilbur. Good 3 cones so that change of direction will be fine. And very good in zone coverage with high press. I like A.J. Wilbur with that height and that press combo. I want to scout Malcolm Hines. I had him on the watch list, so I was interested at some point, obviously. Lacey McGowan. I'll watch list him. We got 7.2. Oh, it's already a C minus. We got a 7.1 here. Ooh, a D-man coverage. No. B+. This right here is what I call a safety. Christian Flemings. Might be some more corners to scout, though, down the board. When it comes to safety, I like Craig Allison, even if he is only a late second-round talent, it says. Maybe bad at tackling, but I know the coverage is there. Like the size. A super chat from Mr. DDGVA. Follow you from Switzerland. Love your videos. Thank you, Switzerland. There are people all over the place. Appreciate it. Draft a really good fullback. Wasn't that the Alabama fullback? I'll have to go and see that. Roderick Downing. Man, I want some better grades than a C+ is all. Is that too much to ask for? Heston McFadden, 4.5440, decent coverage. Not bad. Leon Blackburn. I'll watch list him. You gotta have zone coverage on the top 3 to make it on my safety watch list, though. Here we go, Rashad Finney with the 4.4740. That right there will catch my attention. How about wide receivers? A couple good ones here, top of the board. But how about as we go down? Nope. 4.58. Not great. Rayshawn Miles. 4.540, good bench. Red zone threat. We got 7 here. 36th fastest receiver from Harvard. Catching traffic. Catching. Spec catch. Okay. Russell Scroggins. Potential future Lion. Oh, the tight ends on here. C.J. Wadij, I think. 4.7740, and that's 7th fastest. Where are the fast tight ends at on Madden? I swear, I haven't found a single Jordan Reed in this game. I find a lot of Dwayne Allens. And I like Dwayne Allen. But I'd like a Jordan Reed, too. Man, Jordan McMillan's the real deal. Second and bench. He's going to be really good. Probably high development, too, if I had to guess. Did I get everybody watch listed there? Yeah, I did. Left guard. Well, I gotta scout some of these. Aw, you had me until C pass block. For tight ends, you're looking for draft or free agency. Well, at this point, I might have to look at the Canadian League because I'm not finding any that I'm all that interested in. $38 reps. I don't have enough points. Lorez, I'll come back to you. Let me go to free agency here. I might even look at trades. I'm not normally a good someone who trades a ton, but I might have to just take a peek at what's out there. Trey Burton's about to get paid. Oh, Michael Rivera. I might be able to work with Michael Rivera. Michael Pruitt. He's basically Eric Ebron, but maybe not as good. So I will offer to... Let me see Will Tye quick. I'm going to offer to Will Tye. Let's go with a 2-year offer. Let's not get too crazy here on the contract. Will Tye. 29-point offer. And the chat already was talking about Will Tye, so the chat's going to be happy with me this time. Maybe. How much money are we paying Andrew McDonald here, people? There's a bidding war. Out of control. Let me see, when it comes to potential trades, what do we got out there? Is there a block? Yes, there is. We have a 48-man roster right now. Tevin Coleman is on the block. I'd be more interested in like a Duke Johnson, honestly. I just wanted to see the ratings, man. I like Duke Johnson a lot. I like to see the Browns focus on him a bit more. What do we have to really give teams in a trade, though, beyond picks? Is there a player or a position group that might be worth it to somebody? If I had to think of what we could trade, I'd have to say I might be willing to trade Glover Quinn, and I might be willing to trade Eric Ebron. Probably more so Glover Quinn. What am I trying to get? I'm trying to get probably edge rusher more than anything. Diggy. Man, the ratings aren't good. I was such a big Diggy fan going into the draft. How about Ronald Blair? Blair is the type of player that I could definitely work with. But what are they going to give up Blair for? I just want to see what a 6th round pick would do. Almost. So I could get Ronald Blair for a 5, probably. But I might be able to draft a player with that kind of ratings as well. Let me see who's looking for a free safety right now. Because I feel like I can get a good safety in this draft. And in that case, I can trade Glover Quinn to a team like Jacksonville. Okay, Jacksonville, what do you have to offer me? There might not be a ton. I like Ngakoue, though. I might have to hold off for now. But I would not mind trading Glover Quinn at all. I could also wait and see what we get. There's not really much that I gain from trading now. But I want to trade Glover Quinn. So why don't I get back to the signing free agent, see if there's anything I can find. Anything. Like backup quarterback. I could probably wait and sign like Matt Barkley or something if I need to. At corner, Brandon Carr. No. It's really underwhelming. Bryce McCain, maybe, but we're not a team that needs a 30-year-old cornerback right now. We need players to build with. DJ Hayden, way too low rated. Dwayne Gratz, way too low. We gotta get into the draft. I don't want to spend all day doing this when there aren't players to really get excited about. Cyrus Jones. I could see, Cyrus Jones might be the kind of player that could help us out. We got Demontre Moore. So just to take a look at our pass rushing depth again. To see how vital it is for us to improve that. Demontre Moore, Ezekiel Ansah, Anthony Zettel, and Xavier Dixon. Pure power rusher. Haven't focused a lot on him. He's not going to beat with finesse ever at 47. Kane, what's your opinion on Madden 18's long shot having no actual NFL games? That's a good question. When it comes to long shot, like, I'm looking forward to it, and I see what they're trying to do. This isn't supposed to be like a my career mode type of deal. This is a campaign, and I don't think it's a problem if long shot doesn't have NFL games, because what I see potential for is maybe a second chapter to this. If it's everything leading up to the NFL, and then maybe Madden 19 they bust out another one. I'm not sure. But there's so much that we love about football. We love the offseason. We love everything about the draft and the stories of college players. So even though it's not playing NFL games, I think it's still very interesting to see the path to the NFL, especially in a very unique manner, I think, with the route long shot seems to be taking. So I'm excited to play it, even if you don't play for an actual NFL team in the game. I just wanted to tell good stories with good characters. That's all I want. I want a good campaign. I don't care about customization. Tell me a good story with an interesting character and side characters, and I'm solid. Need DT help. Need everything on defense, basically. We need every position on defense is a need. Not like right end specifically, but defensive end, yeah, we need one. Defensive tackle, yup. Linebacker, corner, safety, all of the above. When it comes to offense, quarterback, maybe. Running back, that's a luxury pick at this point. Receiver, we're fine as far as starters go. Tight end, we have Ebron. I can work with Ebron. I also wouldn't mind trading him. Left tackle, Taylor Decker. Laken Tomlinson, I'll take a guard. Scout wide receiver, Dylan Parson. I'll find some good combine warriors to scout, don't worry. We kept Larry. Need a tackle. Tackle might be one of the first things I address, because if you don't address it in like the first 2 rounds of the draft, you can't find one in free agency, and you can't find one elsewhere. There are not many places you can fix that. So where is this receiver everybody was talking about? Was it Dylan Parson? Yeah. That's not that impressive. 6'4", 222 is a good build. Alright. Caesar Braxton is way more interesting to me. He's faster and he's bigger. Wouldn't mind some developmental receivers. I like when possession receivers have a fast 40. It's like I'm getting the best of both worlds. Check that out. Catching traffic, catching on point. The rest will take care of itself. He's already fast. So how many tackle options do I have? Oh, Wiza's in here. How's it going, Wiza? Haven't talked a whole lot recently. How you doing? We have 3 tackles I like, 3 left tackles I like, and we have probably no right tackles. Yeah, that's kind of the deal we have here. B-. Man, not many more points. I want to spend my remaining 19 points here on a corner. Cyrus Jones. I'll find... What's your opinion on Stacy Coley? I don't know a lot about Stacy Coley. I'm alive, but are you going to trade for Teddy Bridgewater? I don't know if I will be doing that right now. I'm going to let Teddy take care of Minnesota if he can beat out Sammy Sleeves there. Let me find a good cornerback to spend these points on, though. I'm looking for a good 40. I'm looking for hopefully a good 3-cone. 4.53. Don't love it. But I mean, 7.2 might be the best I can do at this point. It is possible to find good later corners. Man. All right. So everybody, I keep seeing this Cyrus Jones message. Cyrus Jones. You see, man and zone aren't fun to boost, but he is only 22. I just think that I can draft a Cyrus Jones with the pick I would spend giving up for Cyrus Jones. That's not a player I'm going to rush to trade for right now. Yo, Will Ty, why'd you deny that offer? We got one more round here of this stuff. Scouting. Okay, so I'm looking for athletes with upside. Derek Tyler, 466, C+, C+, C+. The rare C+ trifecta that'll get me excited here. It's a 4th round talent with 2 pass rush moves that you can develop. I like Derek Tyler. .476. B. At least you get the block shedding in there. So he's more of a defensive tackle. And a 4.76 at 314 is not bad. That's really good. 30 reps. That's a watch list right there. How about the 6.7 here? DJ Weston. Weston! Let's go! Found another one. Love these guys. Day 3 D linemen are my favorite thing to scout in Madden this year. You can't beat them. Here we go. Here we go. We got a moneymaker right here. 4.57 finesse rusher. I feel like we're almost like capable of switching to a 3-4 at this point. We could stand up Ziggy. Have Ashawn play 5 tech. What else we got on there? Need a couple more D linemen. Tell me more about Deshaun Lindsay here. He can tackle and he has hit power. Every linebacker, actually every linebacker and safety has hit power in this game. Now, I'm going to try to uncover a corner. I'm going to try. Deshaun Ridley, or DeMarcus Ridley. I'm trying to find... Is there anyone here who has ran a 40 that can impress me? In the 4.4s. I'll take a 4.48. Solomon Poe. B press. C+, C. That right there is, I think, on par with like a Cyrus Jones. What was he like? 79, high 70s, low 80s in the coverage, not even 80s? I forget. And I have 8 to spend. I'll just spend it here. All right, let's draft. Why don't you play 2K? Because I would be terrible at it, and I know nothing about basketball. View the free agency recap. I'd like to learn more about 2K. I think the best way for me to do it, too, would be streaming. Because you guys could be like, you're doing that wrong, and I could fix it. Or I could attempt to, and that's the most important part. We got 887 in here watching. Can I get a like for that? 154 likes right now. Can we get 250? Let me see who was actually signed around the league. Martellus Bennett's going back to the G-Men. And Cameron Brate's going out to Oakland. DJ Swearinger to Washington. Buffalo gets Shaq Barrett. I would have liked to go for Shaq Barrett, but not at that price. No way. Trey Burton to Miami. Willie Snead to the Rams. Cardinals get Terrence Williams. Robert Woods to Oakland. And the list goes on. Cordero out to Buffalo. Not the most exciting there. Start drafting, everybody. Let me save it quick. I got about 4,000 files here. That's the right one. Why don't you play NHL either? Again, I know nothing. I'd be horrible at it. Like, the two sports I was into growing up were baseball and football. So the Lions pick at 5. Okay. That's a really good spot for us to be because we can trade down potentially. Still be in a good spot. So, Woodley goes to the Browns. Then we have a corner to Tennessee. Probably not going to go as slow through this as we do in my Chargers. So we're going to save a little bit of time there. And now we're on the clock at number 5. And only one tackle's gone. I still, obviously, want to take a look at what's out there. If we don't take tackle now, then we're not going to fix it. And Jordan McMillan is the real deal. I want to get cornerback help also. I like A.J. Wilbur. I like Diamond Carthen. Dixon St. Clair, not as much as the others. Yeah, it's kind of, it's really conflicting right here because I love to address corner and tackle, but I probably can't address both. So, that is something I have to consider. Let me see the watch list. There are safeties that I like. Oh, we're 921 viewers right now. Well, exactly 921. Where's Deshaun Mcduffie going, though? I wish I could draft Deshaun Mcduffie. He's going to be so good. He's going to get so many marketing deals with that name and everything. Jordan McMillan is my guy. I got to check the trade down offers. We are at 5. And I hate these offers here. I'm not going to make a 1-for-1 trade. I'm not willing to drop out of like the top 10. And I doubt I get an offer that, no, those offers suck. Those are bad. I like the idea, though, of getting the tackle and then forgetting about that position for years. And this would actually keep it very sim because the Lions like refuse to draft cornerbacks early. Jordan McMillan is the pick. We go, it's a reach? You kidding me? He's not a superstar? I mean, 84 pass, 83 run, 89 strength. He's a real good player. And he was an early first-round talent. Wow. They lied to me. And it's not even McMillan. It's McMillian. How'd I miss that? So, I might be willing to trade up. What I want to do here... So St. Clair just went. That's perfect. I didn't want him. However, I'm willing to trade up for a corner because I'm afraid I can't get one otherwise. So A.J. Wilbur is my guy. Wilbur's my guy. I'm waiting for a corner to get taken. That's a risky move, but the further down I can go, the less I have to give up. Right now, I'm looking at a 2, 3, maybe more. Just curious, if I were to trade up right here to 13, how does it look if I offer my 2 and my 3? The Dolphins are on the clock. Now, we have a lot more needs than a team normally would to consider trading up like this, but I can't fill these key needs without doing it, so whatever. Like, how close does this get? See, it's going to take the 4 then. I need to get to like pick 20 or so. They take Mobley. Yes, take the receivers. They're really good receivers out here. Keep going. So many receivers. Diamond Carthen's off the board. I need to get my guy here. So pick 21. We're trying to... This is a lot more doable now. We're trying to move it from 37 to 21. That's a 16 pick difference. If I throw in the 4 instead of the 3, how does that look to you, Seattle? Ooh. I do this. They just need to sweeten the pot a little bit. Consider trading Glover Quinn now. Oh, man. I want to see how much interest they have in Quinn. Low. They don't need him that bad. Doesn't move the needle a ton. So close. I could make the 2 in Quinn work. I could do a 3-7 Quinn probably. What I'm worried about here is if I don't trade with Seattle. They need cornerback. I could throw in a future pick, yes. Trade one of your 17 running backs. Let me see what else is on here for potential trade. Because they need left tackle. Do I have left tackle to give? Like Corey Robinson? I mean, you could do worse than Corey Robinson. The Seahawks have. So they have a lot less interest in Quinn than they do Robinson. So if I do a 3 in Corey Robinson, done deal. And we still got Glover Quinn. Only had to give up 1 pick. I still got my second. A.J. Wilbur. He's not going to be a blazing speed guy, but that's okay. A.J. Wilbur 90 speed is more than enough. Quick development, good zone, man, acceleration. There we go. I just ensured that we could fill corner. How is that too much? A 3rd round pick and a backup tackle to get up to the 1st round? A backup tackle with potential, but we have 2 starting caliber tackles. I want to go slower here until I figure out who gets that running back. If he lasts until the 2nd round, I'm not sure if I can wait. And we're almost there. Vikings. We go back. I just want to... Oh, it's division rival. I'm not trying to help them out. Saints. I just want to stop by and say hello. The Saints might be our ticket to getting the running back position filled. We could get 3 first-rounders. Who could they have interest in? Man, if I trade Levy, though, we got nothing at corner. Yeah, not as a player we could actually move. They have no interest in Levy. I don't think the Saints would take a running back in the 1st round. Because they have Mark Ingram. Yeah, they're not taking a 1st-round running back. No way. And the Raiders won't either. And neither will the Steelers. Someone could trade up. So now we're here at 32. And he's still on the board. Packers have Eddie Lacy, I think. No way they'd take him if they have him still. Yeah, Lacy's 84 overall. They're not going to take the back. We got Todd Gurley on one of those teams. You have Doug Martin on another one. It's not that far away now. Isaiah Crowell, they're probably not going to take him. With Todd Gurley, there's no way, right? I'll give up my 7 to ensure we can get him. Because I don't want someone else to trade up. Because that's another concern. I just want to move up a few spots. You guys are ridiculous. You really are. You won't even take a 6? Okay. I don't think... I just gotta check the Buccaneers and the Jets. As long as they still got Doug Martin here. And Matt Forte there. I think that we'll get it. I mean, it would make complete sense to draft a running back to replace Matt Forte, but would they do it? All right. All I'm asking is you don't take the back. Thank you. They take a quarterback. Okay. So if I want to take the running back now, I can. We've addressed corner, tackle, And if I want to go running back here, Deshaun McDuffie, 4.4740, amazing elusiveness and amazing carrying. I think he's an upgrade over Abdullah, even though I like Abdullah. McDuffie could be a really good back. He's a late first-round talent. What else is on the board, you might ask? There's Craig Allison. There is Darian Luckett here, although we have good receivers. There are quarterbacks. No other corners I'm a huge fan of. Safety I can probably still sit on. The guy I want here is Rashad Finney. 4.4740, B-zone coverage all day. At pass rusher, wasn't a great edge rusher class. At DT, not great. Let's get to Deshaun McDuffie. I got the guy I never thought I could. 75 overall for 91 speed, 93 acceleration, 91 carrying, good juke. Number 8 in true talent at 75 overall. You can see how good this class is. 91 elusiveness, 92 agility, 77 route running, 68 catching. He is just the upgrade to Amir Abdullah. And now Abdullah becomes a trade option potentially. Or I can trade Theo Riddick. Riddick might be the better trade piece for us, even though I'm a Theo Riddick guy. Yeah, I don't have the 3 now. I don't have the 3. So, but I've taken 3 players already. I think I've done pretty good. I guess I will sim one at a time here because I don't want to go jump too far as Allison goes off the board. I could try trading back into the 3rd round to get the safety now. But we are going to be weak, it looks like, at pass rusher and linebacker this year. We couldn't address every need. There was going to be a weakness. And I want to make sure we got the good tackle, a good corner. The running back was just, like, better than the other players available. The other option there would have been the trade down. But I wanted that offensive game changer. What I want to do quick is I want to go to the trade center and I want to write down teams that could use a running back or free safety, because then I can maybe strategize some trades. Free safety or running back. Okay, Cleveland is on free safety. Nobody wants either of these. Who wants a running back? Pittsburgh wants safety help. Texans. But no one cares about running backs. So I'm just going to take a look at running backs on the rosters and see who's got like a 75 overall. Chargers were free safety and I missed that? Okay. Makes sense. Or I'll place that one in my series too. Twice. Man, everybody's got somebody in the 80s now. If they didn't, they made a trade. Tevin Coleman's now with the Titans. Yeah, the Colts are like the team that could use a running back the most. Eagles. Giants. So continuing to sim through this quarter. Oh, man, they took Finney right there. And they weren't even one of the teams I had written down that wanted a free safety. Wow, that hurts. Need a backup plan. Well, backup plan's probably plan A, which is Glover Quinn for another year. There was some safeties I liked in corners I liked in here that I thought could convert. But Finney's off the board now. I simmed too far. So what else do I want to address in this draft now? Let's take a look at the watch list. All right, Farrell Armour is certainly a player that I would consider needed defensive tackle. So let me write down right and Armour. Flemings at corner. Move to safety maybe. There is, okay, Horton at pass rusher from Miami. I forgot about him for a moment. And Rashawn Comar might not be a bad player to draft later, though. Even though he's 24, C-zone coverage, he's got the range. You get that zone up a little bit, might have a developmental player. So it might not be a bad thing that we missed out on the safety. We can still make this work. So I feel pretty good then. I just want to make sure, where is Horton on the left outside linebacker board? He's the second guy, so I don't want to mess around a whole lot. I think that's my top guy right now. Need pass rush. And we don't select until 101. But I don't want to give up a ton of picks. I got to get more than one player left. So he might not make it down there. Already gave up one pick. There goes Armour to the Pats. So I have a 4, 5, 6, 7 left. We just got to make it to 101. We're so close. One more. Thank you. That was a little nerve-wracking there. Pass rusher, here we go. Asher Horton. Slow development, but he's already got good speed and finesse. He's just not going to progress very quickly. He's good in true talent. It's just that slow development that's going to hold him back a little. Kind of a one-trick pass rusher. But I think that he'll be solid off the get-go. And he's got the clutch. He's got big hitter already. Okay. 77 zone coverage? I just took Anthony Barr, basically. Asher Horton is Anthony Barr. I can work with this. Yeah, he's really good. And we still got 3 picks to make. I like this draft class a lot. More than I've liked some of my draft classes in my regular franchises. I did what I had to do this one. I love it. All right, the 5th round. Are there any quarterbacks that I liked left? No, I don't know a thing about these quarterbacks. So, if I go to the old watch list, Thomas Whitehurst didn't have a great bench. We don't know his block shedding, so I'll pass. Tyree Rawls, not a bad combine there. C-zone coverage. Caesar Braxton. And the corner I liked is gone. Solomon Poe. B-press. Has some coverage ratings. A little bit early. Sean Lake. Cover 2 linebacker. I don't know anything about him, sadly. I wish I did. Barry Dantzler. Kyrie Mincy. So yeah, in this round here, I'm not really sure what I want to address. I might have to just check the trade downs quick. A lot of people saying Weston right now. DJ Weston. What was Weston? Was he a receiver? Weston at defensive end? Oh, that's right. DJ Weston. I don't care about the grade. I just got to get a good player. DJ Weston, 61 in true talent. Quick development. Thank you, chat, for another finesse rusher with 87 speed. Can he cover, though? We don't know. But he's got the swim move. He has a spin move and a bull rush. And a big hitter. I like this pick. That's a really good pass rusher. That's nasty right there. Yeah. This is a really good draft. I think it'd be fun to take a series like this and just go like 20 seasons in and see where things go with the players we draft and whatnot. I'm not saying we're going to make it 20 seasons, but my goal isn't to just win a Super Bowl. I want to see if this becomes a fun series that we want to keep going and beyond just the old goal of winning a Super Bowl. Have this be a fun GM-based experience. I'm not sure if we'll all be into it for that long, but we can all dream. Thank you, chat. So, we got 2 pass rushers. We got 2. Malcolm Bartell from Harvard ran a 4.37. I know nothing else about him. We could use one of these small, fast receivers, but it's risky. Watch list says that the fullback might be the most intriguing player on the board. Marvin Dyson. He ran a 4.94, so expect speed somewhere around 69. Two season episodes, and the offseason takes this franchise far. Yeah, there's potential there. Moves really quick like that. No, I'm assuming if we were a good team, it'd take longer because playoffs, we'd spend a lot more time on that. Everybody's saying Bruce Lee. You guys were right once. Can lightning strike twice? For the chat. 82 throw power, 76 short accuracy. So, he's not phenomenal. But I did it for you guys. And I will probably keep him on the roster to develop, maybe. He's got some mobility. His arm is a little bit stronger than mine, probably. I can barely grip a football. So why don't we sim to our last selection. I might have to roll the dice on this one. I may have to just roll the dice on a player with a nice combine. Dylan Parson here has B- catching and B- catching traffic. He should have speed, I'd say, somewhere around, what is that, about an 86 range? Dylan Parson. Some think we should take the corner. Four, 5, 40, run support. I wonder who took the fullback. Because he was drafted, all right. I know Parson has some decent ratings, so I'm going to take him here. 64 overall. 89 speed with hands. Good leaping ability. Not a great route runner, but he's a red zone guy. So, Dylan Parson rounds off our draft here. And that will take it to an end. So here was our draft class. To recap, we ended up with 2 first-round picks because I traded up. And we got Jordan McMillan at number 5 overall. Good tackle prospect for us. They'll play right tackle. And I think that he and Taylor Decker will form a nice duo. Then we got a cornerback here. Trying to give some help to Darius Slay. We go get A.J. Wilbur. Big corner, zone press guy. Really good prospect. And quick development should make him a star, perhaps. Then, I decided to go and get the running back in the second round. I tried trading up, didn't work, remained patient, still got him. Deshaun Mcduffie, as he gets 91 speed, 93 acceleration, 91 carrying, and crazy elusiveness. He's a receiving back as well, a 70 strength, which is pretty good for a running back, especially one that you're not relying on to break tackles that much. He can return kicks. I mean, he is the total package. Go get Asher Horton then in the 4th round, a pass rusher with slow development, but he wins with speed and finesse. Then we get DJ Weston. Wins with speed and finesse as well, but has more strength to his game and has 3 pass rush moves in the traits. Then you go get Bruce Lee. He's not great. Then you go get Doolin Parson. Go up and get it type of receiver, 21 years old from Kentucky. Not a bad haul right there. I'm pretty happy with that. Check Wilbur's block, shed, and tackle. I did not see that. Not even sure where I'm looking right now. All right, AJ. Tackle is at 69, hit power 72, and block shedding is not shown here at least. But 69 tackling isn't bad for a corner. .51 block shed. I want to adjust some stuff here. Even though you can do it later. It says you can't, but you can. I did not get all these running backs. It's not my fault. Most of them were already here. Jordan McMillian. I'm going to keep messing that up. It's McMillian, not McMillan. Right tackle. Jordan McMillian. Making McMillions, basically. I'm an idiot. Deshaun McDuffie. We gotta give him a better number than that, though. That was so bad. 22. Not a bad number here for McDuffie. What are we feeling for the look here? We gotta get Deshaun McDuffie the right look. God, that was so bad. Deshaun McDuffie. Think like a 1 bar here? These Zenith helmets are kind of cool. Let's go sleeveless. The full sleeves here with the Lions look pretty cool. With their team color. Give them that pro-size sleeve. I like going to Blackjack for help on this because he does such a better job designing appearances. I like the double wristbands. Not bad right there. Look at other teams' drafts. I'll take a quick look. Not a ton, but I'll take a little look. No, Blackjack actually did not do the redesign on Sonny Archer. That was all me. But it was after I looked at... Because I made all the prospects that Blackjack wanted me to make for that season. And I'm just like editing all these appearances. I was literally doing it for like 2 hours. And I'm like... I want to edit some of my players now. So I gave Marquise Walker a new look. I edited like Sonny Archer and a lot of other players. So I was inspired. Maybe we go single band. Not sure I like the white sleeves as much. I want to go with some different cleats for sure. They have some very cool cleats in this game. Yeah, those are some of my favorites. And I love the Lions color scheme. That Honolulu blue is so clean. AJ Wilbur. What number do we want to give AJ? I gotta give him some dreads too. That's what the thing, his picture showed. We can go with 20. AJ looks pretty strong. We need to give him one of the faces that has dreads. Can I get his exact face? Is that possible? Because sometimes it's wrong here. You know, everybody complains about alright, that's the face there. He's got the beard and everything. Everybody complains about Gordon Urban because he's not bald. He might get a haircut one day. Who knows? I'd like to know exactly why sometimes this happens, though. That looks... I think this was the right face. He gets the goatee and everything. I know I can't... Okay, I can't give him number 20. But Barry Sanders owns the team. You can give him his blessing. I gotta use those blue half sleeves. I wish they had the bicep bands in this game, though. I don't want it to go like flush with the arm sleeves as much. Can I get some nice black and blue gloves? There gotta be some in here. I got the black and blue cleats already. Those might be the closest I can get. I'm not sure I like that helmet. I want to go change that. I know some of you want me to move on. A lot of you want me to keep editing these ratings. Rawlings Tachyon. I don't know what helmets people are using. I don't really notice the helmets as much. But I know a lot of you care. But how about we, because we're going to end this stream fairly soon. It's been almost a couple hours. But I wanted to maybe take a look at some of the undrafted players before I end the stream. But just to see what we have right now, just to see where we're at, we have Matt Stafford. He'll heal up, hopefully. We got Deshaun McDuffie here at running back. Really excited about him. Got to cut some running backs, though, for sure. Why don't I just cut Alonzo Harris now? We know it's not going to work. I'm gonna put Amir Abdullah on the trading block. Can I put him on the trading block from here? I guess I can't yet. Fullback, we have one. Receivers, we got Josh Gordon, of course, at the beginning of the offseason. And already had Marvin Jones and Golden Tate. We go Eric Ebron, Taylor Decker, Laken Tomlinson. Offensive line, a lot of pieces in place there. At end, I want to move DJ Weston to left end. Or, which one do I want to move to left end? Ansah could probably play base end, but I'm not going to worry about it too much here. Let's move DJ Weston. I can always change this later. I just like evening things up now. He already had a decent appearance, too. Asher Horton. I can keep him at linebacker here because I just want to play him at linebacker and defensive end probably. At defensive tackle, Haloti Nada. I'd like to trade him if there's still value left. I'm not sure if there is. Did I draft anyone who should move to tackle? That'd be a no. Need to get some linebacker help still. Cornerback, we got a few. Safeties did not change at all. And we have all our picks for next year. Oh, you guys wanted to see a few more recaps here. Well, Packers, who won the Super Bowl, took Antoine Feeney first. A pass rusher that can't get to the quarterback. But he's good elsewhere. I mean, he's a great inside linebacker, I'm sure, but he's out of position. Eric Lyman. Good power move. Quick development, not bad. 68's fairly low. Norton. Not the best in coverage. Shamir Hackney. Another inside backer. Not much else here to celebrate for them. So not a great draft for Green Bay. For the Vikings, they took Darren Slayton from Clemson. He's a strong safety who can run pretty well and has 81 coverage. Slow dev, but he's already come pretty far. I mean, his ratings are solid. Up those intangibles, and I think you got at least an average player. Skylar Hoig, decent center. Here's Carol Sewell. Slow dev, and the coverage does have to come up a bit, and he's not blazing fast, but decent. How about Sherman Booth? 85 run, 84 impact. You can work with that. You can develop that, although strength is fairly low. Brody Blankenship. Hey, that's not a bad find late. That's a decent tight end. Not going to blow anybody away. For Chicago, they go tackle Roman Taylor. Not bad. 84 block shed, 90 strength. Can get to the quarterback with power moves. I like it. And then Griffin Staton. Yes, that should be a good quarterback for sure. Deep accuracy is a bit low, but the important ones are there. Alrighty, let's see. Were there any crazy players drafted here? Diamond Carthen, 94 speed. Remember, he was like my number 2 corner. I got my guy AJ Wilbur. Diamond Carthen, though, faster. Princeton Mealy, really good power rusher with strength. I like it. Bills had a pretty good haul, it looks like there. They go heavy on the defense, and they got some good players. Craig Allison here, a player that I liked. despite his talent being lower than his projection, turns out to be really good, even though he has slow development. Then they go get Roy Sullivan, another good pass rusher. A 71 offensive lineman. Here we go. Luke Woodley. Here was the #1 overall pick, who has superstar potential, obviously, and he's the total package. I mean, this is maybe not quite Myles Garrett, but not far off either. Man, the Browns. They go get a receiver with 85 route running, 85 catching, 90 spec catch. Man. Bronson Forte. Browns out here turning things around. Heston McFadden. He could play. These the same Browns that we know. Keegan Drew. Okay, that's not great, but they got some really good players. How about Dixon St. Clair? I was a little bit lower on him, and the coverage, yeah, is just not great. I just want to see the highest overall players I can find. Man, I thought it was Duckett. It was Darian Luckett. And Darian Luckett is really solid. What does Wiza think about this? Another small receiver for you, Wiza. 5'9", 190 with good speed and route running and hands. I mean, you got T.Y., so what do? You clone him. It didn't work the first try with Phillip Dorsett. But now you go get Darian Luckett. You're not going to give Andrew Luck anybody with a wingspan, though. I don't know what that's all about. Muhammad Mock. That's really good. 87 speed, block shed, 2 pass rush moves, quick dev. Nice job, Dallas. You had to get that pass rusher. You did. Deron Mobley here. Receivers in Madden are solid. Really good. Eagles, not impressing me. Armor here. That wasn't the same armor. It had to have been. I wrote down armor right end. How many could there have been? Did he really go that early? There's no way this is the same armor. There has to be another right end armor. The guy I was talking about, there's no way he was a first round pick. Right? Ooh, these other quarterbacks. What did the 49ers do? They took 2 of them. You get Fabian Fleming. He's solid. And then you go get Joey Tollefson. He's good too. I don't think he's as good, but he's got higher development. Eagles took the safety I wanted. That's right. That is right. Rashad Finney. 90 speed, 83 zone coverage. He can cover that ground. He has decent tackling. I knew he was good. I just missed out. There was another armor at right end. That's wild. Patriots took him. That's right. What are the chances of this stuff happening? Pharrell Armour. Any of you spell color with the O-U-R? 86 strength, 82 block shed. Not a great pass rusher, but I mean, he can stop the run. Got to replace Tom Brady. You go get Cameron Bromley from Stanford. And I think that he will do just fine. It's 87 speed. Okay. It's going to be a party in New England. All right, here we go. 81. Corin Bolden. Strong. Very strong. Seahawks out here not impressing anybody. I'm Canadian. That's how we spell it. British spelling. Yeah, I knew a lot of, I think, European countries spell it that way. think that we are about ready to wrap this up. Yeah, we did pretty good though. I'm happy with our draft, what we were able to accomplish. So you know what? We'll get to undrafteds next stream. We're gonna lead with the undrafteds. We've gone through a lot so far. If we go to undrafteds now, it's never gonna end because I have to go get a bunch. We have positions that gotta get filled out. So I'm gonna save it right here, and when we continue next stream, we will see what the undrafteds are all about. And I'll try to make it a less of a wait between streams. I think it was a week this time around. I'd like to, you know, hit another stream maybe this weekend, Saturday-ish. Maybe before that. Not sure I can do it Friday night. So Thursday, potentially. Saturday, perhaps. I hope you're enjoying the series, though. This is fun. I had a good time tonight doing this stream. I hope that you guys did with me. Please leave a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. And hit that bell notification, ring that bell, so you don't miss any upcoming content here on the channel. I appreciate all of you for tuning in, supporting the channel, and having a good time. So I'm going to see you all next time. Have a great rest of your night, and enjoy the rest of your pizza.